All right, so this is my last weekend in Denver. All right, so it was my last weekend in Denver. A little bit bittersweet, just sitting downtown on 16th Street. And man, I done been through a lot in this city. It was crazy, you know what I'm saying? White Wakanda. You know what I mean? Like this city don't really owe me nothing, I ain't gonna lie. I got a lot of memories here. And it'll always be a place I come back, do business, vacation, shit like that. But just one thing I noticed being home and then being here, the difference is, obviously the amount of white folks concentrated in one area. And, looking at their businesses and just their society is crazy because what I realize is how much mediocrity is rewarded in our society. White mediocrity, let me be specific. And I see it in so many different instances, like you'll see a black candidate for a job or a doctor or whatever, a position, and they have to work exponentially harder than a white counterpart in order to get that position. For example, look at Donald Trump, our DEI fucking president, right? It's crazy to me because he is the poster boy for mediocrity. In reality, and people would say, comment, oh, well, he's a billionaire, he got all this money and shit. Nigga, that's nepotism, right? That's what happens. That's what happens when slavers syndicate their money and then keep it in the family for generations through incest and forced marriage, all kind of weird shit they be doing. Look into they fucking people family, dog. I ain't just no conspiracy, man. Look that shit up. Niggas is weirdos. But yeah, man, I've been kind of just focused on what I got going on. I got moving to Jacksonville, moving my business, moving myself. It's a lot going. So I kind of been out of the loop as far as news and politics goes. But I just recently started kind of looking into getting back into the news, trying to get back into the loop. And I seen Nick Crocker, they got, what's it, his name, Chud, the builder, man. And again, this is just another obvious example of mediocrity in play. The system rewarding it in real time. Like, I'm looking, I'm like, okay, I see this dude. Why is it important? Why is he famous? What did he do? Man, y'all made a motherfucker famous for calling people the N-word on camera? Hey, man, if his ancestors, if the niggas in the 60s knew they could get famous and make a bag off of that, bitch, they... But I feel like that's what's so crazy, man, is you got this beyond average white dude who gets famous, gets notoriety from calling black people the N-word, antagonizing them, minding their fucking business. And that's just a metaphor for this country. It's a metaphor for what we have going on today. That the system, and low key, what I think it is I think that white America or the system, however you want to call it, understands how much better minorities are than them at their culture. And they understand that they're culture vultures. So in order to have this incumbent spot at the top, they have to reward mediocrity, right? Like Justin Timberlake. This nigga's mad. He's a great dancer, great singer. But if he was black, bro, he'll be... You feel me? He'll be C tier, bro. He'll be like B2K or some shit. Same thing with Eminem. If Eminem was black, he'll be Tech 9. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? And it just shows how mediocre. It just shows, in my opinion, that they understand that they survive and thrive off of taking the culture and then selling it back to us, repackaging it, and then selling it back to us. And then not only that, but making red tape so that it's impossible for us, or damn near impossible for us, to become the purveyors of it, to become, the owners of our masters. Just food for thought, shit that got me, thinking. I'm just chatting. But yeah, man, I'm just down here. I'm gonna do a little bit more walking around, just kind of soak it all in before I get out of here. I remember before I moved out here, right after I got into my accident, I was all fucked up, man. I couldn't walk or nothing. And I remember coming and looking and looking right where I'm at on Google Maps and just like walking the streets, the Google Map streets. And I ain't have no money, no nothing. I didn't have shit, no job. I was just like, yo, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna handle my business. I'm gonna do what needs to be, what's understood. What, if you know, you know, but what's understood if you ain't explain. But I'm gonna go out there and handle my business, and I did that, man. I dropped down with no money, no job, nothing. Just came in, handled my business, and was able to get the best of this city. So I'm excited to take back what I know, my understanding in business, my understanding of exploitation of the system, and take that back home and replicate it and help build syndications with my niggas, with my people. And yeah, man, that's what I got. That's what's in the cards for me. But yeah.